Hi Capricorns, this is your general energy reading for the week of August 17th through the 21st. I will be getting clarity on a situation that you'll be dealing with that week, and then afterwards I'll get some advice from your guides. To start off, the overall energy for this reading is the reverse 8 of Swords. So this is about taking your power back, gaining escape and freedom from something. For the recent past, you have the 2 of Swords, the 10 of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups. So you were recently seeking support, stability from family, community, loved ones, a collective, because of indecision. You're faced with some indecision and you were seeking some support. And that causes you not to connect with someone, this King of Pentacles, leading to a missed opportunity. Intentionally missing out on an opportunity. For the immediate future, you have the 10 of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. After connecting to this High Priestess connection, who you were seeking help and support from your community with, because of a poor decision to delay a decision, and connecting to this High Priestess, it causes you to no longer want to commit to moving forward with this King of Pentacles connection, leading to depression, being overly sensitive, overly emotional, regarding intentionally missing out on this opportunity. For the immediate outcome, you have the Magician, the Hierophant, and the 8 of Cups. So you're still looking to connect to an alternative spiritual connection for support and stability because of taking all your concentration and willpower not to make a poor decision. And this connecting to this alternative spiritual connection leads you to no longer wanting to commit to a path, a direction regarding this connection, leading to unhappy news or broken promises through intentionally missing out on an opportunity. I went ahead and pulled a few clarification cards to get a clearer picture of what's going on underneath for you. For the overall energy, the reverse 8 of Swords, you have the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands. So you want to escape and gain freedom from something. By postponing or canceling a celebration or get-together after not having the stamina to keep up the appearances of happiness and stability. For the recent past, for the 2 of Swords, you have the Queen of Swords, the 3 of Wands, and the King of Swords. So this is delayed decision over whether to connect with someone or not. This is a professional or an ex-partner, ex-connection of yours. After deciding you don't want to move forward with this failed connection through because of having cut ties, and you don't want to go back to them because of loneliness or lack of willpower. For the King of Pentacles, you have the Hangman, the Death card, and the Page of Cups. And you're not connecting with this connection by bringing it into people-pleasing and really starting a beginning of detachment from this connection, apathy, disinterest. That's leading to Seven of Cups. You have the Seven of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Sun card. And this is intentionally missing out on an opportunity. This could be because of a lack of clarity or unrealistic expectations in the situation. After not receiving or not providing help and support, or unreliable help and support because of sneaky energy, shady behavior. For the immediate future, for the Two of Pentacles, you have the Two of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Two of Cups. You don't want to make a poor decision because of separation from this connection, the disharmony, the lack of compatibility with this connection after deciding to not reunite with this connection because you don't want to make a poor decision based off of loneliness or lack of willpower. For the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. So you're no longer wanting to commit to moving forward with this connection by accepting an offer, an opportunity to connect or to people please. After deciding not to accept an offer, an opportunity because of wanting to release a toxic connection, a toxic situation. For the Queen of Cups, you have the Judgment, the Six of Cups, and the Two of Swords. And that's leading to some depression, some overly emotional, overly dramatic, overly sensitive around this missed opportunity because of a delay in making a decision. Or maybe even holding on to resentment in a situation. After deciding not to revisit a past connection, a past situation, because of judgment regarding past shady behavior, sneaky energy. For the immediate outcome, for the Magician, you have the Hierophant, the Nine of Cups, and the King of Wands. So you're using all your willpower and concentration not to connect with this person after not being able to find happiness or fulfillment, satisfaction through connecting with an alternative spiritual source regarding making a poor decision. For the Eight of Cups, you have the Five of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Five of Swords. So you're no longer committing to a path towards this connection after bringing an end to your conflict around accepting an offer, an opportunity to connect for happiness after you delayed making a choice because of circle difficulties around releasing a toxic connection. For the Page of Cups, you have the Four of Swords, the World card, and the Five of Cups. And that's leading to unhappy news, broken promises, because of wanting to let go of the past, let go of any regrets. After deciding you no longer want to complete a cycle, with this connection, no longer want to revisit past behavior or past connection to complete a cycle, a process. Don't want to finish this connection because of not being it, because of having to find the mental strength to face judgment over shady behavior, sneaky energy. Or this is even not losing faith that you'll be able to find forgiveness over past shady behavior, sneaky energy. Now let's see what your guides have to say. Any advice for the Capricorns watching? Impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. Turning back isn't necessarily a failure. Sometimes it's the wisest thing you can do. If there's an area in your life where there's an impasse, the universe is telling you to use this as a time to reflect and redirect your energy in another way. Wisdom is knowing when to back down, turn around, and then let it go. There are times in life to break through barriers, and there are times to change direction. This is an area in your life regarding relationships, business, finances, health, or even life paths that needs to be reevaluated. Perhaps a new route is needed. If you reach an impasse in life, instead of protesting that it's unfair or unwarranted, change your course. Do it quickly and easily. Instead of focusing on what's not working, focus on what can work and what steps are needed to create a different outcome. This is the sign of a sage. The wise one views an obstacle, and if it's impassable, he immediately steps back and goes a different direction. Therein dwells the sage's success. Wherever the obstacle in your life, you have learned what you needed to learn. Now back away and choose a different path. And that is it for the Capricorn reading, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.